Good Christmas Eve morning. We're taking a live look outside, which looks like we're taking a look right here at the Front Range. Still a little cold, starting to warm up. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Darius Johnson alongside Keely Chalmers with you on this Christmas Eve morning.
Yeah, it is beautiful out there. Certainly a chilly start, as you said, to the day, but we will be warming up nicely. In fact, we're looking at temperatures a few degrees above what is normal for this time of the year. So no more deep freeze. We are slowly emerging out of it. Right now, though, still certainly cold out there. 19 degrees here in the metro area, but factor in the wind, even though it's light. It feels like it is about 11 degrees out there right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at our weather pattern. We've got this northwesterly flow that's going to be dominating our weather for the next couple of days. And it is bringing in the moisture in the form of clouds, as well as a little bit of light snow up there in the high country. So we're looking mostly sunny along the I-25 corridor, but we'll see increasing clouds and some light snow. That includes the I-70 corridor up through the high country today. We also could see some snow at the lower elevations as we head into the overnight hours tonight into tomorrow morning, Christmas morning. Greeley could get a dusting of snow. Fort Morgan could see some snow, but we are looking dry along the I-25 corridor. So your forecast for today, sunny and warmer, 46 degrees, winds really not an issue today. Tonight, clear and chilly. We're going to drop back down to 21, so no more negatives, at least not for our forecast, our extended forecast. And your Christmas Day forecast, mostly sunny and breezy. We're going to make it up to 51 degrees. Our normal, our average high temperature for this time of the year, right around 43. So 51. How about a temperature in the 60s? I have one of those for you in our extended forecast. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit.
I thought you were teasing us at first, Keely. Okay, thank you so much. All right, we know it's been a messy couple of days out at DIA. I hope you were not one of the people out there. Check this out. A man who I met yesterday morning had a layover, and he shot this video of all the people who were trying to get rebooked with United Airlines on Thursday night. This was after hundreds of flights were canceled, delayed, and even some people missed connections. Now, as you can imagine, these passengers and many others spent a lot more time at DIA than expected. 9 News reporter Luis De Leon explains why some airlines say the flight delays and baggage problems were truly a perfect storm.
The not-so-holly-jolly sight of holiday travel. Many expect a delay or two every year, but for a passenger like Grace Ling,
it kept getting delayed probably like 8 times until 2:36 a.m.
She was not expecting to spend all night at DIA. She was trying to get home to San Jose, California after a trip to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The connection? A snowy and extremely chilly Denver.
We boarded our plane probably around 12 a.m. I fell asleep for about an hour and I woke up from my nap. I looked out the window and I saw snow outside. I thought I was like waking up from a nightmare because I thought we were landed. We're actually still in Colorado.
In the process of it all, she heard what many claim was a problem the last few days.
I woke up to an announcement saying that they had to deboard everyone off the plane because they didn't have enough staff to get all the passengers' baggages on the plane.
Aside from flight delays, there were a lot of problems with passengers getting their luggage. DIA says it's the airlines that employ the ramp workers at the airport. A spokesperson for United said the delays for flights and baggage were the result of a variety of factors. First and most obviously, the weather. They're at the mercy of the impacts that severe weather causes on other airports across the country. The spokesperson added that ramp workers have to take warming breaks when it's dangerously cold, and sometimes ramp equipment can face issues in such temperatures.
I like to just kind of see the bright side of every situation.
As for Ling, she may not have had the arrival time she wanted, but still has her optimism.
But I guess my message is it will be over soon. It's not there forever.
For 9 News, I'm Luis De Leon.
Now, airport officials tell us teams handed out blankets to those who were stranded at the airport. Some restaurants and stores even stayed open past their operating hours to assist. As of now, they're expecting things to get a bit better this weekend as Christmas Day usually sees fewer passengers. Now, we just checked within the last couple of minutes, and according to FlightAware, DIA is looking a little bit better than they were yesterday. Here's a look at it right now. 121 delays out of DIA, 124 cancellations. I can definitely say it seems like they may be doing a little bit worse this morning with the delays and cancellations, but hopefully they don't start to inch up up like we've seen over those last couple of days. Sending our prayers to those passengers this morning. The sub-zero temperatures have caused many to seek shelter over the past few days. The city of Denver says they've sheltered hundreds every single night since opening Wednesday. Thursday night, 386 people were sheltered at 3 warming centers, and Denver had to open additional warming shelters after reaching capacity at the Coliseum on Wednesday. The city says nearly 2,000 people were at shelters last night. Both the Coliseum and downtown Denver YMCA were open last night. The city says they are working to decommission one of the warming centers today by noon and will be connecting people to other resources as the temperatures begin to rise once again. With more migrants also arriving in Denver, the city has sheltered nearly 3,000 people each night. Another 168 migrants arrived in the city overnight. In the past 2 weeks, the city has helped nearly 1,800 migrants. Mayor Michael Hancock told CNN on Friday morning that he wants the federal government to do more to help.
We've had conversations with the federal government. Right now, the best the federal government can do really is the emergency food and shelter program that we can all apply for. Cities are bearing the brunt, and I've said this all week long, for really the inactivity, the lack of leadership coming out of Washington on this issue. We've had opportunities to address it. We haven't as a nation, and it's because of the unfortunate partisan politics in Washington that has put us in this situation.
Now, since the start of the month, the city has spent about $2 million in shelter, transportation, food, and other costs, all due to the arrival of migrants. Now, in an effort to help Denver, some migrants are being shuttled to other parts of Colorado. Peak Community Church is one of 2 churches in Fort Collins helping to shelter migrants. Pastor Eddie Hopkins says they've heard harrowing stories from their Venezuelan guests of fleeing violence from their home country.
Here are people who have been through a nightmare, a living nightmare, and I see a lot of joy, a lot of strength, and I've just learned a tremendous amount from them.
Hopkins says even through it all, they've also had a couple of moments of joy in their short days at the church. The Larimer County Office of Emergency Management says they're working with 2 churches and the Red Cross to temporarily shelter 57 migrants. Crime alert for you this morning. Police in North Glen are investigating a homicide. They say a man was found shot to death in an apartment Thursday night. Police say they responded to a home just north of East 118th Avenue around 11:45 Thursday night. A woman was trying to give a man CPR in that apartment. She said she found him lying there after coming home from work. That man died on the scene from multiple gunshot wounds, according to police. At this time, police have yet to give a description of a suspect or if they're searching for anyone. No arrests have been made either. Police in Brighton are also investigating after 2 people were found shot to death early Friday morning. Dispatch say they got a call requesting police around 1 o'clock Friday morning before the caller hung up. Moments later, neighbors in the 300 block of Dogwood Avenue called police saying 2 people needed medical attention. Police arrived on scene to find a man and a woman with gunshot wounds. The man died at the scene. The woman died at the hospital. It's still unclear if police are searching for suspects in this shooting as well. Right now, Aurora police are looking for at least 2 people who've been opening up fire hydrants in the city, spilling millions of gallons of water. They struck for the first time back on October 30th and most recently early Thursday morning. Here's 9 News Crime and Justice reporter Matt Jablow.
I have not heard of anything like this. This is pretty new to me.
Water everywhere and not a drop to drink.
Exactly right.
The Aurora Fire Department says vandals have opened up fire hydrants in the city 5 times in the past 3 months.
We are talking about a lot of water.
Spilling at least 2.5 million gallons of water.
This is serious.
Sherry Jo Stoll is the public information officer for Aurora Fire. She says the vandals struck most recently on Thursday around 2:30 in the morning, right outside Vassar Elementary School. The hydrant outside nearby Marachak Middle School has also been hit in the middle of the night, and the hydrant near the Tower Community Fellowship has been hit twice.
This is the last thing we need to have to worry about.
Firefighters say it's a hazard for any number of reasons, especially during frigid weather like we're experiencing right now.
Roads become sheets of ice, become impassable in some cases, and then for the fire department, if we need to get somewhere, provide water for a structure fire, now we have a lot less pressure in that area to get water on a fire.
Aurora police are now looking for at least 2 suspects in a black pickup truck.
One is driving the getaway vehicle. One is actually opening up the hydrant.
Sherry Jo Stoll says if they're caught, the suspects will be in some seriously hot water.
Yeah, there are absolutely going to be charges. We want the public's help in finding them.
Stoll says in addition to reducing water pressure and creating a hazard on the roads, the vandals could be damaging the city's water infrastructure by opening up the fire hydrants. They're asking anyone with any information about the suspects to call Metro Crime Stoppers.